Hey you guys, this is Allison hanging out in my space to craft. I just finished this very simple page, but I had some scraps sitting on my desk, so I thought, time to make a card. The whole thing is voiced over and I only sped it up. This part is real time and then I sped it up I think 1.7 because it did not take long at all. But I have a die cut, a stitched rectangle. I'm going to go ahead and cut that. It's not the full size of an A2 card, but I have a plan for that. I'm going to use this ready-made sentiment that I took off a paper, the back of a paper rose cover sheet, and then I found some really cute buttons that are sort of have some rainbow layers in them from Fun Stamper's Journey, and then I'm going to just mat that striped paper with the blue. So it's going to be a card that's not too feminine, very simple. And I just used that, a smaller stitched rectangle for the sentiment. So just trying to make use of the scraps sitting on my desk before I trim them up and put them back in my scrap bin. I think in this case I might even end up tossing what remains because I did not have much left. So as I'm doing this card, my plan is just to keep it super, super simple. And then after I looked at it, I decided maybe it needed a little something, but I didn't want to add florals. I didn't want to make it feminine. It's kind of nice to have some cards that work for as masculine or gender neutral. And so as I put it together, I go back and start searching through my icon binders, and I found some cute little things just to add a little more to the card. You know, I didn't want to add bows or anything like that. So that's the base plan. And I do like the look of it. Of course, if you've seen my other cards, you know I like pretty graphic, simple cards. I'm going to pop up that sentiment. It's pretty fun when you can just whip out a card in 15 minutes and make use of some of your scraps. It's kind of fun. So I use on these buttons, I usually use glue dots. And so that's what I do here is I have some mini glue dots and they work perfectly for cards. You don't have to worry about the glue drying or anything like that. And so that's what I really like to use when I'm using buttons. So I think I'm going to end this here and I say, okay, I'm finished. Here's my card. And then I'm going to come back with a little addition. So we'll do a little close-up of this version, and then I'll show you the slightly more decorative version. All those buttons are so cute. And I tried to do a mix and match buttons, and they just weren't going to work. So this is just because. Now, I went back into my binders and I found these little lemons. Aren't they cute? And so I just decided it needed a little something. And now I'm just trying to decide where I want those. And I think hanging down from the top and then in this corner is the right answer. And again, it's something, it's not too feminine. It's cute. And still just a nice a nice little sentiment. I had thought about maybe adding stars or something like that, but that's not really appropriate for a just because, maybe for a congratulations or something. So I do glue this down, and then you just use some dimension on the back. So there's the finished card. Thanks a lot, you guys.